I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN. Week 11 of the NFL on ESPN is coming your way, and we can just about see the playoffs coming over the horizon. We should have a pretty good one here, as we've got a couple of teams in action that are in dire need of a W. Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings. This ought to be good.
Well, the fans are looking for their seats as the teams are down on the field warming up. Hi, folks. I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. My pal Peter O'Keefe will be covering today's game with me. Peter, playing on the road can be an unfriendly environment, to say the least, and it has been particularly unkind to these guys.
Well, you said it, Dan. Have really had a rough go of it on the road so far this season. They're hoping they can turn their luck around in today's game. We'll see how it goes.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
Choose heads. It's tails.
Jason Hansen kicking off.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hansen boots the opening kickoff. Smith decides to take it out of the end zone. Jukes, dragged down at the 22.
Ontario Smith took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Vikings get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 22-yard line. Robinson goes in motion. Wilkinson tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. As we can see here, we've got the injuries that have accrued over the season, and let me tell you, each one of these guys was hard to lose. Injuries are a fact of life in the NFL. You have to push on and field the best team possible. Dan Wilkinson targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Culpepper throws this on a rope, and it's complete for a gain of 3 yards.
Randy Moss had a man playing him close back there, but he made a great move to get the catch.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up. Well, Dan, we got an empty backfield, 5 receivers, and the defense is in their dime. Let's watch.
Moss makes the nice catch, and he will be short of the markers. That will bring up fourth down.
Andre Goodman managed to take him down just before he got to the markers.
They let the ball move close to the first, but they could not let it pass.
That's a great job holding him back, Dan.
Fourth and short. Bennett takes the long snap and punts it away. Swinton takes it at the 25. Brought down at the 34.
Reggie Swinton racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Lions offense takes the field, and they will start at their 34-yard line. Claiborne makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Chris Claiborne got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
The defense stood up to that play and shuts down what would be a minimal gain anyway. It'll be second down. Second down, 10 yards to go.
First down, Lions.
Joey Harrington gets this one past the secondary quite easily. I think the safeties were out of position on that one, Dan. Now that kind of accuracy is hard to cover, Dan. He knew where he wanted the ball to go, and that's where it went.
Nice display of agility there. He put the right amount of moves on the D.
Great matchup, and the offense won that one.
Williams catches the hard throw, and he's looking for room. Eventually tackled at the 17. First down.
Roy Williams is going to make the catch. Right there, but that's only the beginning. Look at him chew up the yardage.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense. Dan, bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
Harrington zings it to the right side, and it's complete for a gain of 3 yards.
Charles Rogers had a defender close by, but was able to bring down the catch.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Chavis tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Corey Chavis can make it happen in the defensive backfield. Seventh-year man out of Vanderbilt. This is a guy I want on my secondary. You won't find many defenders who can disrupt a pass the way he can. And not only does he do it well, he does it often.
Hakeem, this is a man's game.
Harrington rifles this one to the end zone, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Corey Chavis gets a hand on this one. Right there. That's how you play D.
The defense denies the opportunity for the score and instead forces them into a fourth down situation.
Pressure cooker of a play, and the D played it tight.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Hansen kicks it from 31 yards, and they take the lead.
Jason Hansen kicks the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he'd have made the highlight reel. Not the way he would have wanted to, though.
Jason Hansen kicking off for the Lions.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Hansen kicks this one away. Smith catches it back at the 1. Finally dropped at the 32.
Ontario Smith could have played it safe with the touchback, but he had a monster run out of the end zone back there. You can't coach that.
The Vikings stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their 32-yard line. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Fernando Bryant didn't let much daylight get between him and his assignment. Nice coverage to force the incompletion.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
32-yard line.
Bailey sacks him way back at the 27.
Boss Bailey sends this offense backpedaling with a nice sack in the backfield.
They lose some yardage there, Peter. It has to feel like they're going down and up escalator.
Yeah, a good rule of thumb here is to try to move the ball in the general direction of the other team's end zone. That's what usually works.
That's his 5th sack on the season, Peter.
He can get in. The numbers prove it.
Levinson catches it over the middle and chased down at the 42. It will be first down. Culpepper zips it to the left sideline, and the ball is caught for a gain of 7 on the play.
Dante Culpepper has some size to go with that arm. 6'4", 264. Big numbers. Who needs an O-line when your QB is the size of a defender?
Second and 3. Ball at the Vikings 49-yard line.
Bennett gets past the line and gains about 3 yards.
Earl Holmes fought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
They hold pretty firm there, and they've got to do it again on 3rd and short. 3rd down with a split backfield.
Ball at the 48-yard line.
Bennett gets the call again and heads out right. Popped hard at the 45. That will bring up 1st down.
Michael Bennett played it smart back there by following his blockers, and that allowed him to make some good yards.
A big gain on 3rd, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble in getting the first.
Bennett goes in motion. Moss didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Randy Moss tried to snag one across the middle on that last play, but it was no good. Incomplete.
Potential for a quick 1st down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. That's a good call.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Bennett will get the handoff and runs into traffic. Holmes penetrates and stops that back at the 46.
Earl Holmes was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. 3rd down and 5 wide receivers take the field. Intercepted. Pushed out at the 37.
Terrence Holt does a nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Lions are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their 37-yard line. Jones has his number called on 1st down and heads wide left. Tackled at the 44.
Nice gain on this baby. Look at him eat up the yardage here.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a 2nd and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
2nd and 2. Ball at the Lions 44-yard line.
Kevin Jones stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
He's got such a vice-like grip, Peter. It's got to be hard to break out of his grasp, even when you're one of the slipperier runners.
Absolutely.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Lions with a small lead, 3-0. 3rd down, tight end to the left. Jones gains 5 on the play, and that brings up 1st down.
First down.
Kevin Jones played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
1st and 10. Ball at the Lions 50-yard line.
Jones takes his 4th carry of the game and gains about 3 yards.
Ball carrier, number 22 with the tackle.
I know your every move, Harrington.
2nd and 7.
Watch out.
Ball at the 47.
Harrington throws a heater, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 42.
That was perfect positioning back there to get the interception. Heck of a defensive play.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Vikings have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their 42-yard line. Bennett gets the call on first down and shoots forward for 9 yards.
We coming, Bennett. We
Second and
coming.
inches. Ball at the 49.
Bennett has his number called on second down and gets well past the markers for a first.
Lewis Kelly used every ounce of his big self to do some key blocking on that last play.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
Bennett goes in motion. Walker tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Brian Walker with the deflection.
Dante Culpepper has been searching for a rhythm out there, and he's come up short, Dan. As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day of it. So far, he's struggled to get 31 yards and no touchdowns.
Second down with the tight end right.
Ball at the 43.
Single back. Single back.
Bennett gets the handoff and passes the line.
Michael Bennett
Stopped
the
at
ball
the
carrier.
40.
Number 42 with the tackle.
This is the series here,
Third
baby.
and 6.
You gotta stop him.
Ball at the 40-yard line.
Campbell goes in motion. Ryan tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Fernando Bryant came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down.
Number 10.
Bennett gets ready to punt this away. Bennett takes the snap and punts it away. This will pin them deep as it flies out of bounds at the 6.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. We're bringing it. I'm bringing it.
Darren Bennett angles this one nicely and puts it out of bounds and away from any potential return inside the 10. That's a nice punt.
The Lions were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 7-yard line. Makes it for his 5th carry and picks up a couple.
They're going air. They're going air.
Second and 7. Ball at the Lions 9-yard line.
Harrington zings it to the right side, and it's complete at the 24. Finally stopped at the 29. That will bring up first down.
First and 10. Ball at the Lions 29-yard line.
No dice, and it falls incomplete.
Roy Williams went for the mid-range completion on that one, but didn't get it.
That's the 3rd incompletion his way, Peter.
Yeah, and he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too.
Second down, 2 receivers to the left.
29-yard line.
Schlesinger goes in motion. Harrington fires this one over the middle, and it's tipped incomplete.
Antoine Winfield got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
This one will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Roy Williams muffed an almost guaranteed catch there, and as a receiver, you have to carry your weight and make the play. You don't come much more catchable than that one.
That's two drops by one of the more sure-handed receivers in the game.
Wow, it's not often you see him out of sync like this.
Harris lines up for the punt. Harris gets the snap and punts it away. Winfield fields the punt at the 29. Tackled at the 32.
Antoine Winfield got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Vikings offense comes out and has an opportunity to tie it before halftime. They'll start at their 32-yard line. Moss didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Fernando Bryant did a beautiful job on that last play covering the post route. That pass never had a chance. Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Culpepper throws a bullet to the flat, and the catch is made for a gain of a couple. Wiggins grabs the rope right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Jermaine Wiggins really maintained his cool on this upcoming grab. Watch how the ball almost squirts away from him, but at the last second he recovers. Ooh, that's a nice catch.
3rd and long, and they get the big play to convert. What do you think of that, Peter?
I love it. That's what football is all about, making the big plays when you need to, and you can't coach that.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Culpepper just rifles this one, and it's caught at the 35. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. First down.
Randy Moss had 2 guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
Another completion, and he's definitely shaping up to be a major factor in this game.
It's only the second quarter still, but if he can keep it up, he could have a typically impressive day.
First down, 10 yards to go. Moss grabs the fastball over the middle, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
As you can see, he's up over 2,000 yards for the year and still moving. Well, Dan, both pass and run are viable, but I wonder if we'll see the quarterback sneak here.
Culpepper lobs this to the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Fernando Bryant shows why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
The Lions have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 20-yard line. Rodgers goes in motion. Williams hauls it in right side and gets past the markers for a first down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
I know your every move, Harrington.
First and 10.
Watch out. Single back.
Ball
Single
at the
back.
Lions' 34-yard line.
Harrington zings it to the right side, and it falls incomplete.
With the deflection.
Joey Harrington has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's throwing. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 86 yards and 1 interception.
Second down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Ball at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Single back. Single back. Check to this side. Check to this side. Check to
No good. Incomplete.
Charles Rogers had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down.
You're getting covered, Akeem.
Single back. Single back.
Harrington lofts this one out to the left, and it's caught. The Lions take their first timeout. First down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Ball at the 33.
It's the sack. The Lions will take a timeout. That's their second. Harrington throws a bullet, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete. Chavis was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culber has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. I had a chance to speak with the team trainers. They said his toe is really hurting him at the moment. He's currently receiving a lot of attention on the sideline here, and unfortunately, seems to be in substantial pain. His return is questionable. Back to you, fellas.
Thanks, Susie. Third down, and this is the 7th play of the drive. He's touched down, and the clock keeps ticking away.
Kevin Jones is going to keep his wits about him here and make a smart play. The ball's loose, but now he gains control. Good reflexes to recover from that bad play.
First and 10. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Tackled, and the Lions take a timeout. That's their final one.
Second and 5. Ball at the 28-yard line.
Single back. Single back.
Williams reels in the football and gets past the markers for a first down.
First down, Lions.
Harrington throws a bullet to the flat, and it's intercepted. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Vikings!
Antoine Winfield picks off the ball, and he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him. Man, I hope his mom's got the VCR going.
Peter, he'll add a touchdown to his stats, and he has to be very happy with that.
You bet. Big play, my friend.
Hand on the ball. Get your hand on the ball.
Here's the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Elling booms a beauty here. Swinton decides to take it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 25.
Reggie Swinton got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Lions offense takes the field with the clock at 5. Rodgers brings down the lob left sideline, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Joey Harrington makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Vikings are out in front, 7-3. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, interesting game at the half. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. We'll look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Lions should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Roy Williams found a soft spot on the defense and have worked to his advantage. That set up a 32-yard field goal. The Lions strike first and go up by 3. The Vikes, towards the end of the first quarter, the Vikings with possession at the 47. Terrence Holt was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Lions later on in the second quarter, Lions winning by 3. Corey Chavis is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Lions middle of the second, Joey Harrington would find his target on this one. Lions winning 3-0. Fernando Bryant is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Lions on defense already inside field goal range. Antoine Winfield was able to step in front of this pass and pick one off, but he wasn't done there. Touchdown for the Vikings. The Lions coming up on the end of the half. Lions down by 4. Joey Harrington connected with his man on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Vikes are holding on to a lead, 7-3. And as far as my halftime hero, well, there's really no contest. Antoine Winfield has taken over this game. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Lions will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 7-3. Let's get down to the field and the action. Coburn fields the second half kickoff at the 5. Tackled at the 24. Peter, interesting order to the division, isn't there?
Oh, you bet.
We've got a quick update from ESPN's very own Susie Kalber. Susie.
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mike Tice told me at halftime that he's pleased with his team's passing game and said the O-line has done a good job of giving the quarterback time to make plays. However, he thinks they can improve their run blocking. They haven't had much success with the run today, and he'd like to have that option. Back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Jones will get the carry on first down and picks up a couple. Second down from the on.
Ball at the Lions' 26-yard line.
Williams gets the sack way back at the 20.
Kevin Williams moved this offense back a few with a great sack in the backfield. That was a great call.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go, go. Rip, 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 rip. Single back, single back. Check two, check two. I got two over here.
No dice, and it falls incomplete. That will bring up 4th down. Harris lines up deep in his own territory to punt it away. Harris gets the ball and punts it away. Winfield catches it at the 41. Dragged down at the 48. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a lot of action in this one overall, but even though they're in good shape, a single score can turn it around. They have to stay focused here. Antoine Winfield racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Vikings had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at the 48-yard line. Bennett takes it for his 8th carry and heads left, tackled hard at the 41.
Michael Bennett can thank his blockers for that last play. If it wasn't for them, that play would have tanked.
They move the ball, and it will be 2nd down.
Ball at the 41.
Rhino. Throwing left.
Bennett gains 3 yards, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Boss Bailey just planted the ball carrier in the turf short of the markers. But the only thing that's going to grow there is the D's morale.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. Bennett carries it for a 3rd time in a row and converts the 3rd down.
Michael Bennett played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
A big gain on 3rd, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble in getting the first.
1st down, 1 man down. Culpepper zings it to the right side, and the reception is made for a 1st and more. He's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Randy Moss makes the catch, but watch here what he does after the completion. Caught and now fight for more yards. You can't coach that.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy you can count on to make those end zone catches. He sets a high standard for himself, and he usually meets it.
Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Ellen kicks it off. Coburn fields the kickoff at the 3. Brought down at the 23.
Avon Coburn tried to run it out, but the defense preferred that he stayed put, and they made their case pretty forcefully there.
Watch that counter.
1st and 10, Detroit.
Let's go, Trip. Let's go, Trip. Left guard. Left guard. Strong back.
Irvin makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion.
With the deflection.
Joey Harrington is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 151 yards and 3 interceptions.
Keep your eyes on the pass.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Lions' 23-yard line.
Jones will get the carry on second down and maybe picks up one on the play.
Kevin Jones used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Carter makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. It'll be fourth down.
Tyrone Carter couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
Another batted ball, and they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Harris lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Harris takes the snap and punts it away. Winfield fields the punt at the 40. Tackled at the 49.
Antoine Winfield racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Vikings start this one on the center logo at their 49-yard line. Moss catches it in the flat, and he's looking for room. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. Well, we've got some notable injuries this season. Teams are doing their best to put their best team on the field each week, but the injuries are piling up. There's no avoiding it. The key is to have depth in your roster and just hope for the best. Randy Moss was wide open on that play, man. Makes you wonder what the D was doing.
Peter, yet another grab here in the third, and he's been working hard the whole game.
It's all about consistency, and he's been that today. What a player.
Bennett takes the handoff and maybe picks up one on the play.
Michael Bennett stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
He's not made much headway up the middle, although it's not for lack of trying, and that's for sure.
They can't get effective blocking there. You got to go elsewhere.
Third down with the tight end right. Moss grabs the bullet, and that's not enough. He's short of the markers. That will bring up fourth down.
Andre Goodman brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
That's his second tackle so far. Bennett gets ready to punt this away. Bennett gets the snap and punts it away. Natil gets it off the bounce at the 3. The Lions will start this first play of the drive at their own 20-yard line. Streets goes in motion. Rodgers catches it left sideline, and he's just barely past the markers for a first.
First down, Lions.
Charles Rodgers has some company on this play, but he still makes the catch. That's good concentration and focus. It's worth another look. Oh, maybe they should have triple covered him there.
I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he's had a string of missed catches before this.
Yeah, his quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him, though, Dan, because he's kept throwing it his way.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Jones picked up about 7, and that will bring up second down.
Kevin Jones played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Winfield tackles him way back at the 33.
Kevin Jones just hasn't gotten into a groove and isn't finding running room anywhere. This has been tough, and he struggled to get 22 yards on 9 carries.
Somebody's back is getting dirty.
Harrington makes the throw after the play action fake, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Ty Streets does a great job here battling 3 defenders It's definitely worth a second look. Let's watch. And he still comes up with the ball. Wow, you can't coach that.
And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there.
First down, both wideouts to the right. Irvin tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ken Irvin targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his 4th tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making them think twice before going his direction.
Harrington just rifles this one, and it's caught just barely past the markers for a first.
Joey Harrington throws right past the coverage and into his receiver's hands. Nice throw.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
Great execution.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings enjoying the lead, 14-3.
That's how we do it. No more runs on us.
Schlesinger goes in motion. Winfield puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
Ken Irvin closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
2nd down coming up.
Ball at the 43.
Harrington zings it to the right side, and this one is incomplete.
Joey Harrington
Has found limited success in the passing game so far, Dan, and he just can't seem to get into a rhythm out there. I'd say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got
187 yards and 3 interceptions.
Hakeem, this is a man's game. Hey, hey, hey! Richter! Richter! Single back, single back.
Williams didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Roy Williams was open on the outskirts there, but just couldn't make the grab. Incomplete.
Another ball comes his way, and another incompletion. To come up blank so many times in a row is, well, it's got to be demoralizing for a player.
Absolutely, but you got to fight through the slump and grab one to get rolling again.
Harris takes the long snap and punts it away. Winfield gets it at the 13. Stopped at the 16.
Antoine Winfield didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Vikings stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 16-yard line. Bennett will get the carry on 1st down and maybe picks up one on the play.
Michael Bennett got some help on that one in the form of blocking, but he still couldn't make a play out of it.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Culpepper airs this one to the left sideline, and it's intercepted. Brought down at the 30.
Dan, this is a nice interception. Check his position out to make the grab. Got it.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And then some. So far, he's got 2 interceptions.
The Lions start this drive already in field goal position, and they're going to line up at the 30-yard line. Smith hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
Intended receiver, Lance Johnstone with the coverage.
Second down, both tight ends left.
Ball at the 30-yard line.
Harrington fires this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Kenner and got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Single back. Single back.
Swing catches it over the middle, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Joey Harrington
Launches this one perfectly, and the D was nowhere to be found.
You got that right. Missed coverage all around.
That's right, Dan. My 6-year-old could have covered that pass better.
Again, a nice medium pass. He's been concentrating on those connections a lot today.
Yeah, it's a nice range. Gets you some good yards, but it's not so far out that you're not in total control of the situation.
Harrington throws a bullet, and it's caught at the 3, and he's stopped right there.
Roy Williams had 2 guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
I'm sure he's glad to finally make a completion, considering he's already dropped 2 today.
Hey, I like those stats. Great receiving yards.
Jones takes this one way out left and gets in for the score.
Let me get wicked on you right here.
This is a nice run here. And when you watch the replay, Dan, check out his field vision. Great job of finding space.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have, Dan. So far, he's got 35 yards and 1 touchdown.
They will go for the 2-point conversion.
I got 3 over here. Got 3.
Jones gets the call again and gets past the line. Claiborne makes the tackle just behind the line and stops the 2-point conversion. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hansen rockets this one deep. The Vikings let this bounce out of the end zone for a touchback.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's good work out there, man.
All right, yeah.
The Vikings were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Single back.
Culpepper throws a heater right sideline, and it's caught at the 31. Hunted down at the 39. It will be first down.
Jim Kleinsasser makes the catch, but that's not enough for him. He gets it and takes off for more.
A nice run after the catch, and that's what they expect from him.
Heck, that's his job description. You won't see him running a post route, but you will see him make plays off those shorter catches.
Bennett will get stopped at the line, and that brings up second down.
Number 97.
Boss Bailey was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his third tackle of the game.
Better than
Ball
that.
at the Vikings, 38-yard line.
Randy. Single back.
Bennett takes it for his 14th carry and heads out right. Tackled at the 41.
Michael Bennett is bullying it up the middle with moderate success. I think he needs to vary it up a little bit to keep the D off guard. Up to now, he's accumulated
42 yards on 14 carries.
Third down, 7 yards to go.
Vikings, 41-yard line.
Rip. Single back. 84-9. Hey, 87-9.
Moss grabs the rope right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Randy Moss
had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
We've been saying his name a lot today, and with good reason. He has not slacked off at all.
And he's finishing really strong, too. As you can see, he's up over the century mark. Oh, he came to play today.
Culpepper throws a heater, and the reception's made at the 38, and he's stopped right there.
With the tackle.
Dante Culpepper lived dangerously on that play with a pass into double coverage, but the throw was on target. What a pass.
Another short pass, and he likes that area of the field so far.
And why not? He's had success there. Look, Dan, great receiving yards there. That will help your fantasy team.
Bennett gains 3 yards, and that brings up third down.
Boss Bailey made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
They hold pretty firm there, and they've got to do it again on 3rd and short. Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:58. Bennett will get the carry on 3rd down and heads wide right. Tackle. The Lions take their first timeout. First down, 2 tight ends in the game. Moss goes in motion. Bennett picks up a yard. The Lions will take a timeout. That's their second.
Second and 8. Ball at 25.
Bennett gets the call on 2nd down and heads up. The Lions take a timeout. That's their final one.
Wow, look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Bennett picked up about 7, and the clock will continue to run.
They get the first, and that will do it, Dan. They can now just run out the clock. Well, Dan, they're not going to hurry here, and there's really no reason to. They're going to take as much time as possible. Dan, I want to point out something on that last play. Did you notice the job he did in letting the play clock wind all the way down before snapping the ball? That's good clock management.
Second and 11. Ball at the 12-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play.
Well, that loss will bring up 3rd down, but they can't be too worried about it. They're still eating up the clock.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Vikings come out on top 14-9. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Yeah, all right. That's right, Becky. Woohoo! Did it.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Vikings stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Randy Moss had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. A 33-yard touchdown for the Vikings. The Vikings now up by 11. The ball at their own 16. Terrence Holt would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Lions, after getting an interception, Lions behind by 11. Kevin Jones was able to make things pay off on the ground. They climb back into the game, now down by 5. Jim Kleinsasser ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. And that's where we'll leave this one. Vikes squeaked out a win, 14-9. Now let's check in with our player of the game, a guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Randy Moss is down on the field with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You played great today. You may have the ingredient your team needed to pull out a win here. What put you guys over the top?
I really think our linebackers played well today. They're reading the plays, getting after the ball. Man, it looked like a pack of wild dogs out there. They played big time today, so yeah, I gotta tip my cap to them.
Chris, back to you.
Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, celebrating 25 years as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. So long. I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Jets bring out their whooping sticks and cruise to a 42-point win. The Cardinals won this contest and will now move to third place in the NFC West. Terrence Newman stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Jaguars pick up their third win of the season. Lions Vikings. Antoine Winfield would come up with a huge play here as he was able to pick one off here, then had some clear sailing in front of him. The Vikings win this one by the final score of 14-9. Jerry Porter pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Raiders beat the Chargers. Down in the Lone Star State in Houston, we had the Texans lose by a 9-point margin. Down in Tampa, we had the Buccaneers edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. Falcons, Giants. Michael Vick is at the opponent's 29-yard line. He swings out as a safety valve. Look at him do this! The defense never saw him! Touchdown! The Falcons go on to win this by the final score of 29-7. The Seahawks got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Seattle Stadium. The Steelers won on the road and will now head home to meet the Redskins. The Bills won this contest but will stay at the first place in the AFC East. Starvin' Marvin Harrison stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Tom Brady took to the air for over 300 yards and helped his Patriots beat the Chiefs. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Eagles pick up their 8th win of the year. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Todd Heap won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. X-rays revealing that a broken foot is the report. He'll be out for 4 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Nick Barnett might be the biggest loss on this list. Tests at the stadium revealed a broken kneecap, so he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Brian Dawkins is going to find himself in street clothes for the time being, and that'll be a major blow to this club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
And last but not least, we had the Broncos come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.